Credit cards come in many different varieties. From the different types of cards such as Visa and MasterCard to the different terms associated with the card itself, i.e. interest rate and fees. There are many types of credit cards to choose from when applying for a card. One common question which often arises in conjunction with credit cards is whether or not the credit rating of the individual will affect the types of interest rates and fees they have attached to each credit card. For example, will someone with fair credit get a better type of credit card than one who has bad credit is an often asked question. The following will describe credit card interest rates and fees and detail whether the categories of bad credit, fair credit, good credit and excellent credit will equate with better or worse fees and interest rates. Credit card interest rates and credit rating of the individual interest rates are available in varying percentages. The APR on a credit card is often determined upon the individual credit rating of the applicant. In general, a credit card applicant who has bad credit will have a higher percentage interest rate than those who have fair, good or excellent credit ratings. In other words, the better credit which one has, the more likely it is that they will receive lower interest rate offers on their credit cards. This is due to the fact that credit card companies want the business of individuals who have the best credit ratings and will offer lower interest rates to entice them in hopes of getting their application. On the other hand, individuals who have fair or bad credit scores will be more of a risk to the credit card company and they will need to have a safeguard in place in order to ensure that they are getting something in return for giving this type of individual a credit card. Credit card fees and credit rating of the individual. Another question which often arises with regard to credit card applicants and their credit ratings is whether or not the fees will differ amongst the following categories of individuals: bad credit, fair credit, good credit and excellent credit applicants. There are many types of fees often associated with credit cards such as late fees, over-the-limit fees and more. For the most part, the credit rating of the individual, i.e. bad, fair, good or excellent, will not have an effect on the amount of the fees which are attached to their credit card account. In general, once the individual obtains a credit card with a certain company, no matter what their individual credit rating may be, they will pay the same amount with regard to fees. Things which will be dependent upon credit rating. To sum it all up, certain things which can and will be dependent upon individual credit scores when individuals apply for credit cards include interest rate, offers and approval rating. Therefore, one who has excellent credit scores will often find it easier to obtain a credit card and get a lower interest rate on that card. In general, the chances of obtaining a card and getting a low interest rate will often decrease the worse that one's credit score is. The best way to ensure that you will be able to obtain the best type of credit card is to improve your overall credit score by paying bills on time and establishing good credit.